Hello students, welcome to another video, another informative video on the SBI Clerk exam for which the notification has been released recently. Number of posts 13,700 plus backlog, you add together it will be 14,000 plus. As mentioned in the earlier video, we will be doing a series of videos which gives you information about the syllabus of various sections in the SBI exam. We have already done a video on the reasoning section which has already been uploaded. You can watch that video. It is a pretty informative video which will help you in planning and preparation of the reasoning section of the SBI Clerk exam. In today's short video, we will be discussing the Quant section of the SBI Clerk exam. In the Prelim exam, the section is called Numerical Ability, and in the mains of the SBI Clerk, it is called as the Quantitative Aptitude. So, we will be addressing this section as the Quant section. Even though it is called by different names in prelims and main, for the sake of the discussion today in this video, we will address this section as the Quant section. Similar to what we have done for the reasoning video, in this video also, we will talk about the syllabus in short, in brief, and we will also do the analysis of the previous exams of SBI based on the inputs and the feedback that we have received from our students who have appeared for these exams in the previous years. We hope that you liked the reasoning video that we uploaded. It was pretty informative. If you have not yet watched that, you can please watch the reasoning video. The description of that reasoning video is given. The URL for the reasoning video is given in the description box of this particular video. So, you can watch that video as well if you have not watched it. And please do subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed to get more of such type of videos. Now, once we upload these videos where we talk about syllabus of Quant, reasoning, English, how to prepare for Quant, how to prepare for reasoning, we will also be uploading subject videos which will be helpful to in your preparation for SBI Clerk as well as for the SBI PO, the notification of which is expected to be out soon. Okay, so let's get started. This is the description of the section, Quant section in SBI Clerk exam. Prelims, number of questions 35, maximum marks 35, duration 20 minutes, which is exactly same as the reasoning section. The reasoning section also has 35 questions, 35 marks, and duration is 20 minutes. Coming to the main section, number of questions 50, maximum marks 50, and duration is 45 minutes. Okay, so this is about the number of questions, the maximum marks, and the duration. When you look at here, 50 questions and 50 marks, all the questions carry equal mark based on the feedback that we got from our students who wrote the exams in previous years, that there is a variable marking scheme in the reasoning section. There is a variable marking scheme in the reasoning section, but there is no variable marking scheme in the Quant or the English section or the GS section. So, only the reasoning section has a variable marking scheme. About this variable marking, we have explained it in detail in our previous video. So, this video is about Quant. In Quant section, there is no variable marking at all in the SBI Clerk mains exam. These are the topics that generally come in the prelim exam: data interpretation, quadratic comparison, wrong number series, missing number series, individual quant question, simplifications, and approximation. I'll repeat the list of the topics again: data interpretation, quadratic comparison, wrong number series, missing number series, individual quant questions, simplifications, and approximations. Now, let's compare the list of these topics with those that are asked in mains. These are the topics that are asked in mains: data interpretation, quadratic comparison, wrong number, missing number, individual quant questions, approximations. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the first 6 topics, and here also the topics are same, except that simplifications is not asked in the mains exam, whereas it is asked in the prelim. And we have 2 additional topics which are definitely asked in main exam. One is data sufficiency and other is data comparison. Data sufficiency and data comparison are generally not asked in the prelim, but that doesn't mean that we will not prepare, but be prepared. If you get a question on data sufficiency or data comparison in prelim, it should not come as a shock to you. As explained in the previous video, when we did our reasoning video, we told that all the new question types, generally the experiment with the new question types are done in the mains, and it is not done in the prelim exam. So any difficult model, any new question type you can expect in mains, and generally not in prelims. So let's get to prelim now. Now look at this. Very useful information, very helpful information. ध्यान से देखिए और हर चीज को ध्यान से सुनिए. Data interpretation, look at the weightage, it is less when compared to PO. Quadratic comparison 0 to 5. This 0 to 5 funda range, I have explained very clearly in my reasoning video that 0 does not mean that in all the slots the questions from quadratic comparisons were 0, but in some slots the questions were 0, in some slots the questions were 5. But it is your job, your duty to prepare for all the topics that you can see in this list. In some slots quadratic comparison 0, in some slots quadratic comparison 5. So these are the 5 broad topics that we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 broad areas that we can say which are important for the prelim exam. Now let us spend some time on each of these areas and see what is important and how you need to go about preparing. In short, I will tell you. In detail, we will upload another video. Data interpretation, in just 4 points or 5 points, I will summarize the prelim section of the SBI Clerk exam. Data interpretation, generally single diagram sets are asked. Data interpretation, generally single diagram sets are asked. The diagram can be either a pie, or it can be a bar graph, or it can be a line graph, or it can be a table. केसलेट भी हो सकता है. So ये 5 diagrams में से कुछ भी आ सकता है. So but generally it is a single diagram based DI. Quadratic comparison, most of the slots it is asked. QC quadratic comparison is very, very important. If the exam is conducted in, let us say, 10 slots, you can find quadratic comparison in 7 to 8 slots it will be there. Then you have series. The question on number series here can be divided into 2 categories. One is the missing number series and the other is wrong number series. In most of the slots, missing number series is asked, wrong number series is asked in very, very few slots. Okay. Now, data sufficiency, DS and data comparison, generally not asked in prelim, but we should be ready that if we get one odd question from these 2 topics, we should be able to answer the question and it should not come as a rude shock to us, saying that अरे it is never asked in the previous exam, तो इस साल में क्यों आ गया? आ सकता है. अगर previous years में नहीं पूछा गया है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि इस साल नहीं आएगा. So we should be prepared for this. As far as arithmetic is concerned, the quant topics are concerned. The weightage of these quant topics I have shown you in the previous slide. Individual quant questions about 10 questions. Individual quant questions about 10 questions. So the topics which are important for these, some few topics we can list down. One is ages, then you have ratio, you have percentages, profit and loss, simple compound interest, time work, boats and streams, trains, mensuration, averages. These are some of the topics from which one question will be asked. Ages, ratio, percentage, profit loss, simple compound interest, time and work, boats and streams, trains, mensuration, averages, mixed allegation. हर टॉपिक में से एक क्वेश्चन पूछा जा सकता है. Total number of questions will be about 10 from these topics of arithmetic. All right. Let's go to the analysis of the main section. Now this is the main section. Main section is generally the main section of the main exam of SBI Clerk is conducted in 2 slots. Main exam of SBI Clerk generally conducted in 2 slots in the last couple of years. We have information of 1 slot based on the inputs that we received from our students. So we have information based on only 1 slot, but in the second slot also, by and large, the distribution was the same. So this is about DI. Most important DI here, about 40 to 50% of questions are from DI. Quadratic comparison, for every slot they are asked. Quadratic comparison important for prelim as well as important for mains. The difficulty level will be high. Wrong number series, set based, missing number series, set based, individual quant questions, 12, 10, 10. Then you have approximations, no simplifications are asked in mains examination. Approximations, every slot they are asked, which is scoring and which you should be answering them first. Data comparison and data sufficiency, from both the test areas the questions are asked. Now, if data comparison and data sufficiency, let's understand again these topics that are given here. Let us understand in couple of 4 or 5 points in our next slide. First point about DI. Now here we are talking about mains. Mains की बात करें तो DI 40 to 50% of the questions are from DI. DI 40 to 50% of the questions are from DI. In DI, there is a possibility of getting last couple of years they have been giving missing data in table. This is another important question type which generally is asked in PO. For the last 2 years, they are also asking in clerk main exam, missing data and quant based DI. Missing data and quant based DI. Quant based DI is data interpretation on probability, data interpretation based on concepts of time and distance, data interpretation on concepts based on profit and loss. So this is basically quant based DI. These are mainly the PO models, PO question types, but the last 2 years we have seen that they have been asking, they have been asked in clerk mains exams also. Quadratic comparison QC, very important for prelim as well as for main. Quadratic comparison QC, very, very important for prelim as well as for mains. And I have told you earlier that there is no variable marking scheme in the quant section. It is there only in the reasoning section. No variable marks. All questions carry equal mark. No 2 marks, no 1 mark. All questions carry equal marks here. And as far as data sufficiency and data comparison is concerned, generally 2 statements based or 2 quantity based. Data sufficiency 2 statement based, data comparison 2 quantity based, but a possibility of 3 statements on data sufficiency is also there. So don't ignore this question type. Data sufficiency 3 statements का भी आ सकता है, ignore मत करिए. At the time of your preparation, please do not ignore the data sufficiency of 3 statements. All right. So that's all for the today's video. A very short video which talked about the syllabus and the weightage of topics, analysis of previous exams. Very soon we'll come out with a video where we will talk about the English section of the SBI Clerk exam, where a similar kind of thing will be discussed, where we will talk about the various topics that are there in English and what is the analysis. English is one section where the number of topics are too many. It's a vast ocean. So there we will explain to you, we will tell you that what all topics are easy to score, what is the order in which we should answer the question. Now that the notification is out and PO notification, SBI PO notification expected very soon, please contact your nearest time center for classroom coaching and start your preparation immediately. For the online live course and the recorded course, you can directly enroll at t4e.info/bankexams online. If you click on this URL, you type this URL, and then here when you go to the page, you have all the information about our video courses and our live courses. So all the best and keep watching our YouTube channel for more such informative videos. Thank you for watching.